Come on.
Fuck a few bitches, but bitches my mind different. Please don't get it twisted, my pussy was fine different. If you thought I liked it, the pussy a crime different. Y'all fucking on these niggas, I big heads, they big trans. Big
Get there.
They never lacking no.
Service, BC of my size.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
He said, believe me, you can't. He said his tires are small. Yo, I'm telling you, when people come from different countries and different cultures, the cut cards are extremely less, especially since the grasp of the language itself leaves them with limited options. So even the fact that he said, believe me, you can't is crazy.
So, I'm sorry.
What am I doing about my money?
I'm going to cancel it. You're not going to be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small.
Did you see her fall over when she was trying to twerk? Did you see her sitting on the back of that car in her music video shoot? Stevie Wonder can see you can't fit in this little Hyundai, beloved. Is she gonna ask a setup question? Somebody say, like, she literally says, what makes you think I can't fit in this car? He has eyes, kiddo. That's what makes him know you can't fit in the car. That's a crazy setup. He didn't do her dirty with it, but he could have.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car, so I gotta order another lift?
And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back. Believe me.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I've tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL is called.
No, what?
Yo, he been in this situation before. He let them know they gotta order a bigger car. You can't make this up, and he's dead serious. He hasn't cracked a smile or anything. He's trying to be as polite as possible, but I guess there's no way to be polite in a situation like this. The person's body size is too much for your car, but more specifically, your tires can't take it. There's no way you could be nice enough for somebody to think that this is okay. Yo, this is, come on.
I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry.
What's your name?
Abraham Carter.
Okay. Nope.
To which lift a meet.
Abraham is a wild boy. I'm going to tell you that now. Let's take a look at her, man. Come on, son. Don't get me wrong. I get it. It's called self-esteem, not we esteem. However, body positivity and all the affirmations in the world do not change the facts. This is unhealthy. This is an early grave. Look how she dressed. There's nobody around her being honest with her. All of us, including myself, got to do more work on our bodies because it's a health issue, not just aesthetics. Okay, you confident in how you look, it's all good, but you need knees. You need knees. You need your arteries. A lot of us are predisposed to hypertension and things of that nature, but we exacerbate it with the foods we eat and thinking everything is okay. Thick, fat, obese, we rolled all those into one. But now we getting in trouble for it. Health-wise, hypertension, type 2 diabetes. We lead, us meaning black people, we lead in a lot of these different areas in terms of health or lack thereof. We got to do better. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Man, oh man, oh man. So apparently this Lyft driver was fired. Now, here's the thing that's odd. He's a contractor. Lyft drivers, Uber drivers are 1099, which means they're self-employed. They work for themselves. They use the Lyft platform as long as they meet the requirements, along with Lyft branding or Uber branding, to do their job effectively, and they share revenues with Lyft. In the big cities, you can make $20 a ride, just depending on how far things go. But the important thing is that these people are 1099. Now, in our country, privately owned businesses can refuse rights of service to anybody. I understand that he's on the Lyft platform and they have different discrimination policies and things of that nature. But for him to refuse the right, I wonder if that lawsuit is going to stand the test. Because if he's saying moving this person will compromise my business and livelihood, can you argue him down about that? He knows his car. He knows his tires. He knows his suspension. He knows his brakes. He knows his shocks. And he said he'd been here before. So he's simply saying, hey, I moved somebody before that was around your size, and my vehicle, which is my job and my livelihood, was compromised because of it. So apparently he got sued. Let's take a look, see what the response from Lyft is.
Well, this has been our top story throughout the day on clickondetroit.com. A Detroit woman turned down from a Lyft driver because she says due to her weight. She's now suing the company, accusing it of discrimination.
Jacqueline Francis sat down with her and her lawyer today to get the full story. Jacqueline.
Deja tells us her Lyft pulled up. She went to get in, but the doors were locked. And the reason why has her suing the rideshare company.
So are you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car?
Deja Blandings recorded it all. Her Lyft driver pulling up only to turn her down.
I was too big and his tires, something.
People will sue you for anything. For any old thing. It's just discrimination, TBD. But Deja, you gotta remix them priorities. We saw you earlier. We respect the confidence until it falls into the realm of delusion. And I'm looking at you here. When it falls into the realm of delusion, you got to reassess. It's more than just a Lyft driver. It's beyond that. There's so many more things important than whether or not you can ride in that Lyft. The reason he told you couldn't get in, that's the thing that we got to assess. Respectfully.
Something about his tires. I asked him, what do I have to do with your tires?
This happened January 18th. The 29-year-old Detroiter was headed to a Lions watch party, only she never got there. Her told her she needed to request an XL car.
I was embarrassed, and I felt some type of way about it,
The key is what's she going to do with that embarrassment?
He's hired a lawyer and is suing Lyft.
Well, from a legal standpoint, it seems like obvious discrimination. The Elliott-Larsen Act, which is Michigan's Civil Rights Act, specifically protects people from weight discrimination. And the driver here turned down her ride because of her weight.
Deja says this experience has scarred her.
I haven't really left my house since that.
She hopes this lawsuit will change how people treat others of all sizes.
Didn't have to pay for extra for a Uber XL.
You know what's crazy about that statement? You pay extra for everything else. I'm sure you pay extra for the food. You pay extra for the clothes. I used to sell t-shirts. Literally, where I used to get these shirts themselves from, it was $2 more for anything that was a 3X and up. Because it requires more fabric. It requires more work to sew and stitch it. So they upcharge you depending on what the sizes are. That's why like men's XL stores are unto themselves, because it's a totally different dynamic almost. Anything that's supersized costs more. Remember when they had the supersized fries, the biggie fries? Those cost more. If you need something that needs to suit you in a different way from the average, it's going to cost you more. That's regular. Okay, let's see what Lyft said about being sued. And again, I think it's going to Lyft, Uber, they have so much revenue coming in. They can pay these things off for minimal, so you often see settlements happening, even if it's warranted or not, just to get it over with, right? Because the negative publicity costs more than a few $100,000 to these companies. But the dynamic I'm interested in is the fact that it's a 1099 employee or contractor that refused to service this client here. And it's not Lyft directly. Yes, he had the Lyft banner and branding, and he's using the Lyft platform to get clients, but it is a privately owned, self-employed person that's using the platform. So it's just an interesting dynamic.
While Lyft does not comment on pending litigation, they did send us this statement reading, quote, Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in a community where everyone is treated equal with respect and mutual kindness. Our community guidelines in terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
It's ill. Lyft was very strategic in that response. Lyft didn't admit guilt or liability. It simply restated its policies on where they stand regarding discrimination. They didn't emphatically say that was discriminatory or that they're responsible, but they acknowledged their policies that are already in place. So it's a good statement by the publicist or the PR team. This is a bigger issue. You seen her. She a rapper. She getting affirmation all over the place. But there are so many things that are being compromised and looked over. Do not lead people into the realm of delusion. It's not worth it for them and for you, right? Your integrity is in question if you do that. How you do anything is how you do everything. She needs a lifestyle change, because where she heading is not going to go how she think it's going to go. And that speaks for me and so many of us who need to get in better shape. We have a huge issue with our food, and we crossing a line to where they don't even exist between she thick, she fat, she obese. It's different between a dad bod and needing help. Where do you fall? Where do we fall as people? Let's get it together, man. Let's reprioritize. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'm out.